Hello guys, this is Feeder and welcome to my cast. Today I'm going to be watching a Defense 3 game. This is the lower bracket final and it is going to be Team Liquid versus Fnatic.eu, two teams that have scrapped their way through this tournament. And Fnatic actually just finished beating Mouse Sports, which is why this is kind of late. This game started a little bit later than I thought it was going to, but more so giving me suspense, I guess, because I'm pretty thrilled to see what Liquid is going to do here with Fnatic. Bets on Dota 2 Lounge are on Fnatic, by the way. I think about 70, or not 70, more like 63%. I think we're betting on Fnatic, so we'll see what actually happens here. So the winner, by the way, will go on to face Virtus.Pro in the final game. And the loser will go for the consolation match with Team Liquid, or not Team Liquid, wow, Dignitas, Team Dignitas, not Team Liquid, although it could be Team Liquid going. Anyway, so it should be good, should be a great game, and no matter win or lose, both teams will be walking away with some prize money, so not bad for them. Anyway, bans have started, so let's see what's going on here. Batrider ban coming out from Liquid, and I feel like he gets banned every damn time. No Batrider, no Nakes, and no Wisp. Batrider, of course, a very strong early game hero and a great team fighter, whereas Nakes is more of a late game carry, big late game carry. He's been played all over the place and very, very successful, which is why we're seeing him now as a first round ban from Liquid. Fnatic gonna ban out the Wisp, keeping that map presence hero away from Liquid. And Wisp, of course, does other things as well. He amps up the carry by overcharging them, which basically gives reduced damage by quite a lot, I think, at level 4. I can't remember the number off the top of my head right now. The tether, which comes with a stun, and extra attack speed and move speed with that overcharge and tethered to the carry. So really, really big. And a great hero, so I always love seeing him banned. I kind of feel like that's a sign of respect for a hero that I like so much. Alright, a gyrocopter ban from Fnatic, and so there's a backstory here, and it's basically that Liquid was very successful with gyrocopter. Go Google it, you will find a really amazing game, or you can watch my version of it as well. It was a ridiculous game, and you should watch that before you watch this so you know where Liquid is coming from in this match and why perhaps it might be such an exciting game to watch. Alright, so those are the bans. Team Liquid is going to start with the Neeks Assassin pickup, and this hero is incredible. He is just so good at killing off those inty support heroes that are really popular. I mean, you've got to have some, squishy support heroes on your team. Neeks Assassin just destroys them. Of course, the Carapace as well. Whenever Neeks takes damage, he is able to stun the source of that damage, and the stun duration goes up to 2.4 seconds at level 4. That's a huge stun. So if Neeks is, say, in a lane against Kodal, who was just picked, alright, so perhaps not such an abstract example, and he is spamming that Illuminate, trying to push a lane. If Neeks just stands there and activates the spiked Carapace, not only will Kodal get stunned, but he'll also take a bunch of damage. And then Neeks can go in and do all sorts of other nasty things to him. So, pretty cool hero, and gonna be very good against this Keeper of the Light. Keeper of the Light himself, picked up by Fnatic, is an excellent hero, although I say not as strong in the game when there's the Neeks around, but I'm sure they'll take care of him. He has mana gifting to his allies through the chakra magic, which is a huge deal. If you've ever played a carry in a lane and you're trying to keep yourself alive or get first blood or all that good stuff, you know that you run out of mana quickly, so having that Kodal there is a big deal in the early game. And in the late game, he's able to push and anti-push very well with that Illuminate spell. He also has the stun from the mana leak, which doesn't hurt either. So that's Kodal. His ultimate's not that exciting, by the way. He does get to cast Illuminate and then do other things at the same time. Usually it's a channeled thing that he has to sit there for. And he gets Blinding Light, which is pretty cool. It knocks heroes back and makes them miss and all that good stuff. And also Recall, which calls a hero to him. This is only while his spirit form, Gandalf the White, is activated, But you know, it's not as important, I think, as his other stuff. Anyway, getting behind here, Lone Druid picked up by Fnatic. Very, very strong off-lane hero. He could also be played as the carry. We could see him as mid, although that's a little more unusual, but extremely versatile hero, and we'll just have to see what they do with him. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've seen them run the Lone Druid before, and I'm sure I have, but I don't remember what they did with him, so we will see. Of course, he gets that bear, which is like having another hero around, and usually the bear is more tricked out than the Lone Druid himself, so I'm sure we will see that. And yeah, he's just great at farming, great at pushing, so a lot of push there on Fnatic's side, which is a good thing for them. Bane being picked up by Liquid, and Bane is just ridiculously good, as well as all these heroes. They're just picking awesome heroes. And Rubik. Getting a Rubik too, that's very nice. Bane able to shut people down in a team fight. Ooh, uh-oh. Phantom Lancer, alright. Well, yeah. So anyway, Bane able to shut people down in a team fight, and yeah, he's good at that. So Rubik, also a cool support hero, and by the way, Liquid all supports so far. So keeping their carry a little bit of a secret at the moment, leaving their options open. Rubik is a great positioning hero. He's got the telekinesis, so he can throw people around and up into the air where his team can beat up on them, which is great. He's got the null field, which does allow him to, you know, not take as much damage from magic abilities, and also give that to his allies who are nearby. So that's really good. Good for Keeper of the Light, for Lone Druid and Phantom Lancer, but you know, it'll come in handy, and then he can steal spells from the other team, which is just sweet. Phantom Lancer, what can I say about Phantom Lancer? He is really good. He will get out of control in the late game, so Liquid probably needs to make this an early game if they can, and they still haven't picked carries, so perhaps they can pick some early game pushers and really try to finish this thing. That will be hard with Keeper of the Light and the Lone Druid, but the Lancer can just spiral out of control with all of those illusions. They all get tanky towards the end of the game, and he just builds Diffusal, which is going to eat up Bane and Rubik and even Neek's Assassin, and it's just bad. So in any case, they need to try to make it an early game, if you ask me. Depends what they pick for a carry, and maybe they could pick up a Shadow Demon, and that might help a little bit, able to generate his own Phantom Lancer illusions, but I don't know that they really want a Shadow Demon at this point with Neek's Bane and Rubik already picked up. So, anyway, bans. Bans are happening right now, and Darkseer is getting banned out by Liquid. Of course, Fnatic needs supports right now. That is really what they're looking for. And Magnus, two very good team fight support heroes. Gonna keep those out of there because they don't really have that much team fight right now, I have to say. These heroes can just own someone who's out on their own. Keeper of the Light's Illuminate is really the only team fight ability, I would say, that Fnatic currently has. So banning these great team fight heroes is a good idea. And also Magnus is a good mid, so that is a solid ban. Fnatic, meanwhile, banning out some nice carries that Team Liquid might want to pick up. Void and Luna, both very good against Phantom Lancer. Luna because of the glaives, help her eat through those illusions quickly, and Void because Chrono does give True Sight, so Phantom Lancer, relying heavily on his Doppelwalk to get away, will not be able to do that if Void does get the Chrono off on him. Also, he's just a ridiculously good carry. Storm Spirit gonna get banned out. Why is that? Because Korok is a boss on Storm Spirit, and they need a mid, and yeah, that's pretty much how that works. They need a mid, and Korok is boss Storm Spirit. And finally, Liquid gonna ban Beastmaster, and again another hero with a great teamfight ability, that Roar, able to stun through BKB in a teamfight. So good bans all around. Nature's Prophet gonna be the 4th pickup for Liquid. And yeah, he does have some push on him. I do like that as a pick, especially if they want to try to get this game over with before Phantom Lancer gets nasty. That is very, very nice. So I do like this. Nature's Prophet, of course, has that really great map mobility as well, able to come in and help out his allies who are getting ganked, and able to jump in on a gank himself. Chen getting picked by Fnatic. This is dangerous. Chen is a great ganker early in the game. He can find the right creep with, say, a net ability, I forget what it's called, but or the thunderclap, which is a slow and an attack slow, he can just gank so effectively. And then later on, when he's got all these creeps running around with him, he can push towers. And everyone on Fnatic can push towers, especially, I mean, Phantom Lancer in the late game is just unstoppable at doing that. So, looking a little scary for Liquid. They're going to pick up Tiny, so going for a Tiny carry. He has a great stun, and I think Avalanche gets rid of those Phantom Lancer illusions pretty well as they start to get, you know, fat. Maybe not so much, but at least in the early game. And yeah, I don't know. I'm terrified, honestly, of Fnatic's lineup right now. Liquid really needs to execute this very, very well. Shut down the Phantom Lancer early in the game and not get ganked and not get pushed. So we'll see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Fnatic picks last, by the way. They could either run Lone Druid in the mid or they could pick another mid. I think they'll want another mid. But let's see.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see who it is. Maybe a Tinker? I'd love to see a Tinker here. Ultimate push. No, they're gonna go for Earthshaker. Okay, not sure where this is going, but let's watch. I guess there's only one way to find out. And how they're going to run their lanes, I'm not 100%. I think they're going to put Phantom Lancer in the safe lane, probably with Kodal and Earthshaker. They could either... Can you mid a Chen? I've never seen that happen. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And yeah, I'm not sure about it, honestly. I just don't know. So I think they could run Neeks mid here on Liquid, or they could do Rubik if they really wanted to get that spell stealing up right away. But Neeks probably more high priority here because of Kodal and Chen. He will just love to mana burn them to death with his little stun and his Vendetta where he sneaks up invisibly. So he does need to get the Vendetta up so he can do this little sneaky thing and get some bonus damage and then kill stuff. So hold on 1 second, just gotta switch my casting stuff. There we go. And we've got a pause right off the bat by Fluff here, so that does give me an... Ooh, nice Rubik set. Check that out, guys. How cool is that? That's the new Rubik set. Okay. Anyway, I will first pick an announcer. Let's do Bastion. How about Bastion? That sounds good. And we'll see if I can introduce these teams here while they're paused. So for Liquid, we've got IX Mike playing the Bane. Korok is going to be on the Neeks Assassin. We've got Bulba on Nature's Prophet. TC on Tiny, and Fluff will be playing that very weird looking but awesome Rubik. I think that's pretty sweet. For Fnatic, gonna be on the Dire side today, Trixie on the Lone Druid, H4N1 on Earthshaker, got Era playing the Phantom Lancer, Fly is on Keeper of the Light, and No Tail gonna be playing Chen today. And Chen himself does not in fact have a tail, so what is his mount called? I don't actually know. His mount definitely does, but he doesn't. I always like to check. Sometimes he plays somebody with a tail and it's always like, oh, doesn't work. Doesn't work, dude. So, I am not sure why they're paused, but they did just, oh no, it's Liquid that paused. There we go. I was wondering if it was Fnatic since they just had a long game and maybe they're feeling a little bit tuckered out, but apparently not. Alright, so here they go. And, oh, check it out! So, carrying the items for the Radiant side, Liquid, is Cluckles. Looking good there. That's pretty cute. I don't think I've ever actually seen Cluckles in a game. So, very nice. He's pretty cute. And for the Dire side will be this lovely Weirmelon. And I know it's a Wormelion, but damn it, it's a Weirmelon. It's super cute, and you can get one of those if you buy a Premier Tournament ticket. It does come with one of those couriers. Of course, you can also go in-game and micro around your map yourself and check out what the heroes are doing. And I guess a chance to win prizes as well when crazy stuff happens in the game. So totally worth it. Support Dota, buy tournament tickets, and get a cute Weirmelon courier. You know you want one. Alright, sorry, it's the same spiel I always give when I see an adorable tournament courier, but if you love Dota, support Dota, you know, it's a good idea. Yeah. Alright, so what's happening here? Nature's Prophet scouting out. He's going to find that Fnatic is up in their own jungle, and that or yeah, and that Liquid is just hanging out here. So they will not meet today, and the bear is going to be sent out. And is this little no sword new? I think that indicator of whether the bear can attack or not is new. I have not noticed it before, if it has been there. Oh, another pause. And the bear has wandered a little far. Looks like Rubik and Tiny are going to go after him. So let's see what people bought, as long as we are sitting here. Nothing too interesting. Tiny going Quelling Blade. And where is he going to end up? I think in the bot lane, in the farm lane. The safe lane. And Nature's Prophet is already up here. Oh, not Nature's Prophet. Wow. Nature's Prophet is on there. Sorry, I saw yellow and then saw him. No, Nature's Prophet is here. Phantom Lancer is up here. So it looks like an off-lane Nature's Prophet going to be going up against this Phantom Lancer here. And he has a lot of tangos there in a Clarity. Looks like he's going to go for his Tranquil Boots. Brought that Ring of Protection up there with him. So, not bad, not bad. Kodal's going to be joining him, and Kodal and Phantom Lancer are an unstoppable pair, because Phantom Lancer can do very well and stay very safe by spamming his Spirit Lance. And that costs a lot of mana, and Phantom Lancer has a very low starting mana pool. So having that Kodal there really is going to keep him in lane, keep him very safe, and get him lots of farm. So it's a fantastic combination, and if you haven't tried that at some point, go ahead and try it sometime. We do have Korok here in the mid going up against Trixie on the Lone Druid. So seeing him mid, usually when he goes mid, he is not farming quite as much as usual. So we'll see if that's the case here. When he's in an off lane, of course, he's not able to farm as much as he might like if we do have the safe lane farmer here. So I think maybe mid is definitely a better place for him to be. And Tiny getting some last hits there, not bad. They're going to push this lane forward very quickly. Oh man, Nature's Prophet, no! This is first blood right here. There is that gank. Chen having this creep, which gives him a stun. He's able to use that War Stomp to get a stun out of his creep. And of course Earthshaker, there was nothing that they could do there. So they push that lane, which you usually don't want to do when your carry is trying to get some farm, but if you can get a kill out of it, it is totally worth it. And who actually got that? Phantom Lancer got that. So he is sitting on a nice pile of first blood gold, and of course Nature's Prophet is all pissed off here. He is not so happy with that. We've got Earthshaker just hanging out here. This is very aggressive.
Double damage.
But look, there's a gank going on mid, and here comes the stun from Korok. IX Mike and Fluff coming in to help out. Can they get this? Nature's Prophet's coming in to help as well. Yeah, this is over for him. Earthshaker though, with a stun, and he does have a salve. Can he? I think he's got it. And here, they might turn this right around on Liquid. Here comes Chen and not Chen and Kodal, I'm sorry. Phantom Lancer and Kodal, and now Bulba's in trouble. Stun off again from Neeks. This is just a stunning game here. Prophet down to Chen actually, although I believe it was the Spirit Lance that did most of that damage coming from Phantom Lancer. And kills going everywhere. Fnatic coming out strong here against Liquid. I am pretty impressed by that. So Liquid's gank turned into kills for Fnatic, and Fnatic has got to be thrilled about that. Here they come again for Trixie, but Earthshaker always in the right place this game so far. He does manage to get that stun there. And he is just hanging out. So we're seeing a roaming Earthshaker, which is, he's a very effective roamer. He does have this very nice stun with the Fissure, which also sets up that wall, so good for positioning as well. One of the issues with Earthshaker though is that if he's not able to get his levels, he's going to drop off and have a very, very hard time in the mid to late game. So I believe that he's going to need to hang out somewhere where he can get a level or two on him at some point, but for now this roaming is seeming to be pretty effective, not gonna lie. Alrighty, anyway, that's what's happening in the mid. Let's look at Tiny. Tiny is way out farming this Phantom Lancer right now. Of course, Phantom Lancer did manage to get the first blood. Tiny just hanging out here going for his last hits, and he has 24 of them. 16 denies, keeping this creep wave back under his tower, and he's perfectly capable of last hitting under it, so nice. Lots of money. I hope he spends it pretty soon, in case we see some more ganks. And Trixie with the bear here. Korok a little low on mana. Let's see. I don't think we have any runes up right now, so nothing doing there. And Phantom Lancer just picked up an item. He has Aquila and Tranquil Boots up already. That's pretty decent. Earthshaker dangerously deep into the Radiant jungle, and he's not going to run up against Bane or Nature's Prophet, but he might have. That seemed a little bit scary to me. So things are getting pulled pretty far up to this tower. Korok, not too concerned about that. Probably actually he's glad to be safely under his tower, getting a little bit of last hittage in for himself. And yeah. Let's see. He's almost got his boots, and he's level 5 by the way. As soon as Neeks hits level 6, gonna see probably some very nice ganks coming out from him. I sure hope so. That's pretty much the point of Neeks. If you aren't ganking with your Vendetta, you're doing it wrong. So, gonna keep an eye on him and see about that. I'll want to know. And Druid already hitting 6 by the way. There he goes into his tanky bear form. Good for him. Korok gotta hurry up a little bit. He's almost there though. Probably it's pretty hard with the bear and the druid around. It's really hard to be getting the last hits for yourself and staying in range and all that. So let's see, smoke gank coming in. And where are these guys going? If they're going for top, they're not going to find anybody. Yes, they will. Prophet just went there. So gonna keep an eye on this here. Do they know he's there? They could really use a ward right about here. And here we go. Fisher down. Oh my god, too easy, too easy. And the kill going, of course, to Era, who does not mind one bit getting yet another kill on that Nature's Prophet. They probably, honestly, a True Sight ward here would probably be very nice for Liquid. Would help them out a bit. Neeks in here with the Vendetta, looking to find somebody, or deciding whether to do anything about it. Here we go. Stun going down. Getting no-tail easily. Chen, again, very easy meat for Neeks Assassin. That mana burn doing quite a bit of damage to him. And here we go after H4N1. And Bulba wants his revenge. He has been ganked by H4N1 enough times. Getting the Sprout off. Oh my god, one more hit. One more hit. Come on, guys. You got this. H4N1 regenning and running. I don't know. He's got a stun. My god. Okay. I was gonna say, if he got out of that, that would be some ninja moves there, but not able to get away. So it is now 2 and 4. And down here, Fly is just pushing this tower. Tiny had to go back. I'm sure he got harassed down by Keeper of the Light, who's very good at that, and is now pushing this tower. So they might have to respond to that, depending. I think Tiny will be able to get back there in time to just farm it. Farm it back. And that is perfectly okay with him. Plenty of creeps to farm, and near his tower, which makes it safer, so...
bottom tower seen better days.
I love Bastion. I'm not sure. If I had to buy an announcer, I think it would probably be Juggernaut, but Bastion is a close second.
Right now.
So got this little treant here guarding the rune spot. I always find that funny. They can just kill it. They find it. They can see it. So, all right, let's see. Bane up here trying to harass a little bit. Here's Chen, de-warding. Gonna put that Nightmare on Phantom Lancer basically to keep himself alive, able to get back. Between Chen, Phantom Lancer, and the rest of the heroes, I have to say, who are gathering up here, Earthshaker and Keeper, that could be a lot of trouble for an out-of-position Bane. So luckily he's able to Nightmare and sort of run. But look at the Spirit Lance. It does quite a bit of damage. A couple hundred, I think. So gotta be careful with that. Man.
That's 4.
Earthshaker and Kodal. There goes Bane to the Spirit Lance. Oh my god. And he was almost getting Rubik. Rubik, very nice telekinesis. Neeks is still hanging around up there. I think Rubik might just barely make it away. Here we go, coming in. We have Korok. He did take out Kodal. Very easy hero for him to kill. And they're going after Era. They've got the True Sight ward down, tossing the Neeks assassin, who's able to get the stun off under the tower. And there he goes, Bane, getting his revenge. And it is now a 4-5 game. Lots of killing going on. Don't forget Trixie. He is here pushing the mid with his bear. Bulba's gonna have to come in here and stop him, which he is able to do. Looks like he might be going Midas, though. If he keeps getting killed, that might not be such a grand idea. We will see. Again, I worry for Liquid's late game, by the way, so not sure about a Midas build, if that's indeed what this is. But again, we'll see, we'll see. Tiny, of course, working on his scepter. Build a scepter on Tiny. Tiny gets a cleave when you build a scepter on him. So, yeah, do it. It is worth it. Build a scepter. You know, you also get the stats from the scepter. That doesn't hurt either. And I think you probably get something else too. I don't play Tiny. Blatant plays Tiny. I'll have to ask him sometime. Alright, so what's going on right now? We have H4N1 just hanging out at bot. I think he's waiting for something, and I'm not sure what exactly. Maybe he's wanting to get some EXP from those creeps. That would be a pretty good thing to be getting. Although, is he in range for that? Now he is. Now he is. So yeah, he could use levels, by the way. Remember, it is really hard to play Earthshaker if you don't get anything in the beginning of the game, and that is the danger of roaming, by the way. Kodal gonna miss IX Mike here with his ponies, who is warding and headed towards the mid. A little bit dangerous. And by the way, look at all this. These wards are going to catch anyone farming this camp, and they're gonna see basically the whole river. So keeping a very close eye on this area. I'm wondering if they are planning to push the top tower at some point in the next 6 minutes. That is usually what those wards might mean. Although if they were planning that, they surely have to see that basically all of Fnatic is up here, and that would be pretty damn dangerous. Neeks gonna go and scout it. So he has Vendetta up. He could kill Kodal, but oh, and they have a True Sight. Oh god, no, Neeks! He does get a Kodal out of this! He does get the Kodal! He might be able to get away if the Carapace... No, it'll run out. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. So trade Neeks for Kodal. Not so bad given the situation. He wasn't sure that there was a True Sight ward up there that was gonna catch him, and now the tower is deniable. Might want to finish that Bane? No. He values his life, and that tower is down anyway.
The Radiant lost the
So
top
IX
tower.
Mike gonna have to back off from that. So unfortunate. They did lose their tower and their Neeks assassin, but did pick up a Kodal, so it's not all bad.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Not a fantastic trade, but better than nothing. And Fly now is gonna come and keep Tiny off of his bottom tower.
About that bottom tower.
Tiny's gonna have to back off at this point. Meanwhile, Kodal's gonna go mid, and we do have some smoked support heroes waiting for the mid here, hoping to get a gank. And look at all these creeps with Chen. Lots of useful abilities for him. The Thunderclap. Oh, that's Era. Not a creep. He's creepy, but he's not a creep. Here we go on Fluff. Oh no, Fluff. Oh, the bear caught him. He's dead. So dead. Trixie was Fiend's gripped there, but broken out of his channel. IX Mike looks like he's gonna die too. Yep, there he goes to the Kodal ponies. What's going on up here? Fnatic coming in from above, and we have Korok and Tiny here. Tiny does get his avalanche off. Hand of God coming from Chen, and it looks like they're gonna be forced back. Luckily for Tiny, Kodal did miss him there. And Neeks assassin hanging around. I'm not sure that's a grand idea. They're not going to be able to do much if they back off, which they are. And by they, I mean Fnatic. Sorry about that. They is not that helpful to you, is it? So, looking pretty good for Fnatic right now. I'd say Liquid's in a bit of trouble. And they have been in a bit of trouble since the beginning of the game. Very nicely executed ganks by Fnatic, and now they're pushing as they should. They do have a very push-oriented team. They also have Phantom Lancer, who's this ridiculous carry. So I think their team outdoes Liquid's team, this round anyway. There will be another one, at least one more. This is a best out of 3, so we shall see. But as you who have seen some other games know, it's never over in Dota, so let's not give up on Liquid just yet. Let's see what they do. I'm sure they haven't given up, or we would have seen the GGs. So, let's see what they have in store. These wards are cool, by the way. I love these bottom watchers. Love the way they kind of roll around. They look very chill. I like that. And True Sight ward, by the way, gonna catch any invisible Korok trying to come in and steal the Aegis if they were able to kill off Roshan. So, no sneaking in there to the Roche pit for Neek's assassin this time. And that is fun to do with any invis hero. Of course you've got to have your own sentry ward there to make sure they're not doing it to you. And here goes Fnatic after Roche. Looks like Liquid's not going to be able to stop them. Not going to try to stop them either. And they're not really doing anything else. Usually when we see a Roshan get like this, a tower gets pushed. But not in this case. And Era's going to have that Aegis picked up. By the by, Yasha up on him as well as his drum. So he'll be going Manta next for sure. But no Diffusal Blade this game. So no Diffusal on this Phantom Lancer. That is a little bit surprising to me, given the Rubik and the Bane on the other team, but perhaps he's just not that interested in stealing Tiny's mana, and Tiny, of course, is going to be his biggest problem in the late game. Oh, and Nature's Prophet, but even so. Even so, there goes the bot tower. Oh no. Alright, Liquid, looks like you guys need to pull yourselves together. What's going on here? Neek's trying to push the mid, and Bulba trying to push the top lane, while the bot gets pushed hard by Fnatic. 5-man push going on right now. Will they come back to defend this? I don't know. They'll fortify first if they're going to. But it doesn't look like they are. It looks like they're willing to trade these tier 1s. You might not even get that if Fnatic decides to port back and defend. And they do. They will go back, sending Lone Druid back to the top tower. But the rest of Fnatic gonna keep putting a push right onto the base, knowing that Liquid will have no choice but to come back. And indeed, here they are. Oh, so close, Neeks. So close. Mid tower, 200 hit points left. It should not be deniable yet, but if H4N1 lets this catapult hit it a couple times, it will be. Rest of Fnatic coming back here, and Neeks is in a bit of an awkward spot. He can Vendetta, but that won't be good enough if they're able to put some vision down on him. And he is able to get out of there, which is good. Smoked Fluff and IX Mike. This is more than they can handle, though. Phantom Lancer alone might be more than they can handle at this point, although at least the Fiend's Grip will allow Bane to one-on-one get away if he can get the real Phantom Lancer.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
And now the mid tower getting pushed by these illusions and the creeps. And it looks like there's some trouble up here. Korok caught a little far behind, smoking in from the right. Fnatic. Korok does have the Carapace, able to get a stun off. No-Till will go down first, and Korok will follow now that the Carapace is off. But this isn't as bad as it could have been. And Tiny gonna take out that Aegis. Neek spot back, by the way. Here we go, Spirit Lance on TC. Nothing doing. And looks like Fnatic is gonna back out of this. Beautiful reaction by Liquid. So Fnatic coming in from the side with smoke. They did not know what hit them, but their reaction was very fast. Able to actually get the best of Fnatic in that one. Taking out the Aegis and getting Chen. Did they get anybody else? No. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Sometimes I do want to give you guys the accurate information about what's going on. So, alright, looks like Liquid thought they might try to push this tower, but have changed their minds. That would be pretty dangerous. Oh, let's look at items, by the way. Tiny does have his scepter, and looks like he might go Diffusal. No, that can't be right. Can it? Oh, we'll see. I can't think off the top of my head what else this goes into. So let's find out. Normally see that on the Phantom Lancer for building his Diffusal Blade, but apparently not. He's going... Oh, he went Travel Boots fast. Wow. So that is going to be a push Phantom Lancer. Fnatic going all out push this game. With one of the strongest carries in the game. That's just beautiful. So that explains a little bit better the drum and the Yasha. No Diffusal. He's not going for killing people, he's going for killing towers. And he's pretty good at that too. Is there anything Phantom Lancer is not good at? He's good at farming. He's good at killing things. He's good at pushing towers. No, I think he's just kind of good. You know? Let's see, Neek's coming down here to, or up here, I'm sorry, to clear out these creeps from the top tower. And it looks like Fnatic might be getting ready to push. I hope so. They have to at some point. Seeing a lot of playing it very safe with these pro games, especially towards the end when you want them to just go in and try to finish it. They can't do that because the other team is also mad pro. So, oh, Yasha, okay. He was going for attack speed and movement speed on Tiny. Perhaps not a bad idea. We'll see. We'll see. That's interesting. Definitely interesting. I've never seen Yasha on Tiny. Maybe he'll do Sanj and Yasha. Sanj, of course, giving him damage since he is a strength hero. Not gonna get that out of the Yasha. But he will get some armor as well, I think, so not too shabby. Here we go, getting down the mid. Fnatic. Well, a couple of Liquid go top. And I'm getting from Blatant that a Manta style is a common build on Tiny. So I guess that is where that Yasha is going. Getting some of those illusions help knock down towers a little faster, assuming they have any towers left by that time. We'll see. We'll see. And here's the anti-push from Fly. Look at this. He's gonna kill that creep wave, but... Oh, Earthshaker. Oh dear. So H4N1. Easy kill for Bulba there. And there goes the tower, denied by Kodal though, unfortunately, for Liquid. While this is going on, bottom was getting pushed. So Trixie putting a great push here on the bottom. Liquid TC, gonna have to port back in here and stop this. Or I suppose I should just call him TC. He's Liquid TC though. So here we go. Pushing back the bot, which has been pushed pretty hard. And this is just a 7-9 game. Why do I have these still up? You probably want the net worth. Phantom Lancer is just owning there, and I don't think Tiny has anything on the courier either. Not good. Here we go, fight up top. Smoke going down, and there goes Era. Nice gank. Nice gank on that Phantom Lancer, and almost getting the Kodal, but I think they're afraid to stay. They don't know where the rest of the team is, and they suspect that they're there. Of course, here, in fact, is where they are, so good move. Get out of there, get to a little bit of higher ground, I want to call it. A little bit safer stun on Korok. Fluff gonna steal that and send it back at him. Nice telekinesis there, up in the air. Not gonna do any damage, though. And Bulba using his Shadow Blade to stay safe and invisible there. Hand of Midas on him, too, and he, this game is going a little bit longer than I expected. 23 minutes, only 8 and 9, and we still have base towers up and such, so maybe the Hand of Midas wasn't so terrible, but I still am questioning whether he might have done better to buy something else. We'll see how this goes. True Sight ward right here. Luckily for Neeks, he's going to go around it. And what is happening right now? Fnatic is just hanging out. I think they're going to go ahead and try to keep the push there on bottom, especially with that Phantom Lancer with his travel boots. I really like that. The heavy push Lancer, a little bit different at least than the heavy carry Lancer that I've been seeing every single defense and Star Ladder game pretty much. And pub games too. You can't escape from Phantom Lancer no matter where you go. He's always there. No matter what. A lot of money on this Neeks Assassin, by the way, and I wish he would spend it on some Dagon parts or Force Staff or something. I like it when they spend their money. Ooh. Okay, get out of there. Radiance on the bear is driving him crazy. The bear has Radiance and Orb of Venom as well. Orb of Venom is a sick item. If you watch my cast, you've heard me say it before, but if you're playing a melee hero, consider it. Consider it. It gives slow, which is really good, and it does poison damage, and it's super cheap, so pretty worthwhile item, I think, for heroes such as Night Stalker or anyone who wants to chase somebody down. I think it's worth a try. Give it a shot. See what you think. Or at least think about it. Underrated item. Bulba, working maybe on a Sheepstick next, that could be very useful for Team Liquid to have. And what do we have with Fnatic here? Trying to keep some eye on the items, nothing too interesting. There's the Diffusal on Lancer, so perhaps he is going to start killing people now. Not that he hasn't already been. How many has he killed so far? How many have died? 6! 6 have died to the Phantom Lancer. Neek's going in on this. It's not going to find anything. He's just going to have to leave. That sucks. So Vendetta, or I guess he just blinked in there and went ahead. Oh, a Blink Dagger. I like it. So Neeks was saving up his money for a Blink Dagger, and that's what he just did. That way he can blink in, stun. He'll still have his Vendetta as an escape, but he can also, if he gets the stun and does want to stay, he can use it as a way to get that bonus damage. So pretty cool. I like the Blink Dagger on Neeks. Roshan gonna get killed right now by Fnatic. No question about that. Who's taking Aegis though? Not Phantom Lancer. He doesn't have an item slot, or he doesn't really want it. It's going on Lone Druid, which is a great choice for the Aegis, because that way if he's got another charge on the bear for calling the bear back to life if it dies, he's got like 4 heroes basically to one battle with the Aegis, because he can die and his bear can die and then he can come back and he can call his bear back, and it's just good. So bear getting a Hyperstone now, great. Liquid will not like that when they find out about it. Look at this bear just destroying IX Mike. He was able to Nightmare it, but even that's not going to save him if the bear can get an Entangle. Oh, a stun from Neek's going to help. But the Radiance was still going. Is Kotal going to finish him? No. But he certainly tried. Up top, Fluff trying to push this tower. Not getting much done up there. Phantom Lancer is around. Era could easily destroy Rubik. So that is a dangerous place to be. At least he'll have a Force Staff soon. That will help. With mana and mobility and all those good things. Killing the bear. Does Lone Druid have another one? Yes, he does. Unfortunately for Tiny. And this looks like it for Tiny. I don't think he can hold up to this. Yeah. So no good for Tiny. Tiny will go down here. And Korok and Fluff are going to have to try to make the best of this and push the top tower. Although very soon they're going to have to go back and defend if Fnatic keeps the push going on the bottom, which it looks like they're planning to do. No, they're going to come and deal with this. Neek's going to get away there. Rubik, I'm not so sure about. Can he get... No, he's not going to. Rubik, nice TP. Nice TP. Saving his ass. And Bulba, dangerous. No-Tail is here with his little army of nice creeps. And Phantom Lancer, Illusions, and creeps are pushing bot. So let's see.
Oh, good.
See where this goes. Phantom Lancer, are you getting more farm? I don't know. Korok with a gem up here. H4N1, not going to see him. There is a gem on Trixie, by the way, so Neeks can't screw around too much with him. he will find him and his bear will entangle him and he will die. Not that difficult for the lone druid to go ahead and kill Aniq's assassin at this point in the game. And then what good will it be that he had a gem? Nothing. So crit on Tiny building a chrysalis. That is awesome. Should help a little bit, but I'm not sure it'll be enough. He does have a lot of money in the bank there. So let's see what he does with it. Hopefully something OP, because they are getting pushed again. Here we go on the top. Look at these Chen creeps, by the way. It's like a whole extra creep wave. 4 creeps at level 4 is what Chen gets to have with him at all times. Neek's getting that stun, and a second stun on Kodal, who was hitting him, but the tower will go down to the lone druid, and Liquid gonna have to get back into their base. 1 tier 2 left, although they do have Fnatic down to their tier 2 towers. Nature's Prophet probably making that happen for the most part, sending these trees, although Fnatic at this point just able to farm this. And he could farm the trees too, but luckily for Liquid, Bulba is pulling those away. Playing it smart. Don't just feed your trees to Phantom Lancer. You know, bring them to another lane, push there, or just get them out. Having them do nothing is better than having them give money to Phantom Lancer. Don't feed the Lancer. Dear God. It is a bad, bad, bad idea. Let's see, I wonder if Long Chen has had the mech up, probably for a while at this point. Haven't really been looking at Chen much, or Earthshaker, but let's point out, by the way, that he did get his Blink Dagger, and he's, how's he doing for levels compared to the other teams? Or, not to the other teams, the other heroes? Not too bad, so he was able to, stop roaming, get some EXP, get some money, and now he's got a Blink Dagger, which is a huge deal because of Echo Slam. So Echo Slam, a lot like Sand King's ultimate or Tidehunter's ultimate, is something that you really, really want to get perfectly positioned so that you can get the maximum out of it. So Blink Dagger is really essential on Earthshaker. So it's good for him that he was able to get that. Absolutely essential. There's the Daedalus up on Tiny, so he will be hitting very, very hard. And hopefully that'll be hard enough, so we'll see. He's gonna have to back off. That bear could entangle him, and the rest of Fnatic could eat him for breakfast right there. So he will back up to his tower, where IX Mike will be able to go ahead and nightmare and grip people for him, and Fluff will be able to lift people up in the air so he can whack them with that lovely tree that he gets from Aghanim's scepter. Trixie just farming their jungle while they're waiting. Thinking about pushing mid. Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer building himself an army of illusions here and taking out his ancients. And where is he gonna go? He's gonna go top and stop the push from Bulba that is happening up there. And actually Fnatic is gonna back off. Wondering if they're hoping to jump him? If they were hoping for that, they're not gonna get it. He got out of there long before they are even back to their jungle, and has Sheepstick now. That could be a real game changer. So between Bane able to shut down 2 heroes, one with the Nightmare and the other with the Grip, and a Sheepstick, that leaves only 2 heroes that are actually able to do anything for at least a short period of time in a team fight. And of course Tiny's stun is not to be sneered at either. So they are starting to get, I think, back into a place where they might be able to do something about this game. Of course, the problem is Phantom Lancer. So Phantom Lancer is going to be the hardest part of them being able to make something of this. And, you know, Trixie's really not doing so poorly either. Look at him, Assault Cuirass now up on the bear, along with the Radiance and the Orb. So gonna make his team more survivable even. And Earthshaker's just been hanging out here, keeping an eye / picking up EXP. I wonder if he looks DC'd or something, but it looks like he's just waiting to blink out and surprise somebody, which is weird.
Do something about that bottom tower.
Super weird. And we're getting a pause from Fnatic. I'm wondering if it has to do with H4N1, who's just sitting here. Not sure. Maybe they'll tell us and maybe they won't, but if he hops right out of those trees after they unpause, then I will think it's that.
Alright, carry on.
Maybe not. That was a pretty short pause. So we have Fly and No Tail up here, keeping this tower from getting pushed. Look at this, Korok and Bulba are going to have to back off. And nobody knows where Earthshaker is. At least nobody on Team Liquid knows where he is. So they have to play it a little careful, never knowing where that fissure is going to pop out from. And not wanting to get caught, stunned, and then eaten by Phantom Lancer. Look at these illusions. This is just ridiculous. Nice. God, Tiny's hitting hard. Tiny's hitting for almost 400 damage now. That's a lot of damage. That's a pretty big deal, and then when he crits, he's getting like 800 or 900 crits, so not too bad. Where's Lancer? There he is. Oh god, he's got the heart up now. And the Talisman of Evasion. He's working on his butterfly as well as his heart. Not doing so much damage, but then there are like 10 other illusions doing damage too. And also they're very tanky now with the heart up. So this is not good. That does not look good. A scary Phantom Lancer is a terrifying thing. Of course, look at Tiny. He is able to just eat through this at this point. He's turning into a monster of a tank. And he's got decent armor, 12, and a lot of hit points, so he might be able to survive long enough to actually clear up those illusions and maybe kill some heroes in a team fight. If they ever have a big one. It's been sort of played very safe by both teams for quite a while now. Neither one of them really wants to make the first move and make a mistake. But at some point, someone's gonna have to push somewhere. They might just be waiting for Roshan at this point too, at least Fnatic.
The Dire might want to mine the
Liquid
top
coming
tower.
up to this top tower.
Can't do nothing about Dire structures right
Thinking
now.
about it. They might go back for the creep wave, or they might just go back. I think they're going back for the creep wave. I think they would like to push this. Although if they wait too long, they're giving Fnatic time to show up and defend. So it's a little bit dangerous. But look at Tiny. God, he's a monster.
Dire's top
He
towers
is a
get
monster.
beat down.
Look at how much damage. With this much damage, you can just knock down towers. And that is one of the awesome things about Tiny. He doesn't care about Keeper of the Light spam. Oh, shit. Okay, so it looks like Nature's Prophet just got killed and bought back. And where or how that happened, I'm not 100%. Sorry about that. So Rubik gonna go down as they back up from this. Getting a lot of kills out of this. Korok in a bit of trouble with the Lance. Gonna pop that Carapace in hopes of getting away, but he is way too slowed. He will die as well, so they were able to take the top tower, but at what cost? Tiny is going to be able to get back to the base. Will Bane? I'm not sure. That bear's going after him. Tiny tries to save him with an avalanche, but it's gonna be too late. And Tiny, the only one that didn't die in that engagement. Luckily, Nature's Prophet has bought back and is able to push the mid a little bit, but he's going to have to get back here if they want to keep this tower alive. I don't think they're going to be able to.
Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now.
Tiny
Radiant's
going to
top
keep
tower's
throwing
in
those
bad
stuns,
shape.
but they are not doing enough. And here comes the whole team in on him. Bulba trying to help. We got Shen heal coming down. He does take out Earthshaker, and they're going to have to back off. Is Tiny this much of a beast? Maybe. So Neeks and Bane still down, but look at this. Fnatic is running away. Earthshaker having to buy back, and the mid tower going to go down, thanks to Bulba's creeps here. So all of a sudden, things looking a bit more even though Fnatic pulled off some kills there on Liquid with that push up on the top tower. Tiny able to scare them off. We've got an invisible Earthshaker scouting around here. H4N1 seeing what's up. But Phantom Lancer, Fnatic, putting a little bit of push on the bottom, which is already quite damaged. Bulba coming in to try to defend this. That is a lot of Lancers, and he can only hit one at a time. They need Tiny, they need Avalanche in here. AoE is absolutely essential. There it is, destroying those illusions and keeping his tower safe.
Dire's mid towers have
TC
technical difficulties.
It is resting on your large rocky shoulders at this point. And he does, he had BKB in the last fight, but I did not take note of that out loud. He has his BKB now, which is going to help quite a bit in these fights. He will not get stunned and disabled and all of that bad stuff. And there they go for Roshan. Fnatic looking to get that little bonus that the Aegis gives them, able to push a little bit harder when they know that Phantom Lancer or Lone Druid will not die permanently. And of course there's cheese there as well. 2,500 health restored and 1,000 mana. And Phantom Lancer's gonna take the cheese, while Trixie, Lone Druid gonna take that Aegis. So again, I imagine that's because of the bear, wanting to keep him and the bear up in the fight. Whereas Phantom Lancer really, his illusions kind of take care of things for him. He might not even need to walk into the battle if he can spawn enough of them to send in. And he can do that by Spirit Lancing. If this can just get a couple attacks off, it could spawn more. Nope, Tiny gonna take it right out. And possibly gonna see something here if Fnatic decides to push. This looks like they won't. Phantom Lancer gonna go push a different lane. So let's see, Basher up on the bear now. So that bear will be stunning, it will be entangling, it will be doing poison damage, and it will be doing burn damage. Ridiculous. A farmed Lone Druid is a terrifying thing. Can Tiny deal with the Lone Druid and the Phantom Lancer? I don't know. He does have Bulba to help him, who's got a Demon Edge, by the way, now. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But it might not be enough. They've held out pretty long, though. Let's see. Tiny gonna eat through these creeps. And Fnatic knows where he is. They are gonna come here in the mid and the bot. Pushing bot, we have Trixie, and then mid. Everybody else. They might swing bot. Let's find out. Tiny does not want to let this tower go. Mid tower, the last remaining tier 2 for Liquid. And Rubik right now, by the way, having Fisher. There goes the tower.
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what
And
for.
they're gonna have to back up to the base. Will this continue to get pushed? The illusions will come in here, but it looks like Fnatic being a little bit cautious. They have Aegis. They have Aegis, they should push. It's the best time to push. They might push a different lane than mid. The top tower is exceedingly low, 250-ish hit points, and bot only 336, so those might be more appealing targets for a push at the moment. Looks like they're just farming their jungle. I'm not even sure why they're bothering. Is it just to insult them? I don't know. This Demon Edge, I'm wondering if he's gonna go for... I don't know what he's gonna go for. Divine Rapier? I don't know. That would be cool. That would be super cool. And just farming at this point, so let's look at the items. And I'll just follow a hero so that we can not get lost if something should happen. Ghost Scepter on Rubik, gonna keep him from getting right-clicked for 4 seconds. That's a long time in a team fight. So keeping him alive to cast his abilities, help out his carry before that runs out and he probably gets killed, unfortunately. Let's see what else is new. Tiny does have his Manta up. He's got Daedalus, BKB, and Scepter starting to look very farmed. He does have his Treads and a TP Scroll as sort of the unused. Probably going to save for buyback at this point. Don't know that he really needs or wants other items besides that. And Kodal probably going to work on a Sheepstick now. Also, what's this? Okay, nothing. Just killing illusions. Don't want to miss anything. Nothing important, at least. Era got his butterfly up now. He's pretty much full. Eventually the cheese just won't be worth it and he'll want a different item there, but for now he'll have that. And what's going on here? Seeing a stun going down. Possible push coming now. Certainly thinking about it with Trixie and Chen's creeps in here on the bot. Up here we've got Fluff and Bulba trying to push a bit against this Phantom Lancer illusions and the real Phantom Lancer, who is still in the top lane. But at some point, I think they will have to come back if this gets pushed from the mid and the bot. Fluff just hanging out in the woods at this point. It's the safest place. No one knows that he's up there. No one will be able to find them. Here's Phantom Lancer. So they are here. They are ready to go. And Rubik gonna have to get back here, basically. He is gonna need to get back here because things are looking ready to go. Yeah, there's that TP. So putting push from both sides. Are they going to get together and push hard? Not sure. Nature's Prophet trying to keep this out. Skull Basher now on the Lone Druid. What? Another one? Seriously? He's gonna have one on the bear and himself? That's just absurd. That is stupid amounts of stun. Gonna try to keep Tiny locked down with that, I'm sure, if he finds the opportunity. Oh my god, this siege is just awful. Someone make a move, someone make a move. Here comes Korok after Fly. And Chen able to heal him, keep him safe. And Neek's gonna get back in the base. Ninja Neeks. Rubik in big trouble. Oh, Radiance finished him off. He had his Ghost Scepter activated, so no right clicks for Fnatic, but not able to stop that Radiance damage. Burn damage coming from the bear. Meanwhile, the carries are fighting up top while the supports fight bottom. Tiny's gonna port down to help out here as the tower goes down. And oh my god, so much damage going on to him. He does have BKB up. Leaving, trying to kill the bear, trying to kill Trixie. Can he do it? Can he do it? Bulba is helping. He goes down, and as well as Lone Druid. Unfortunately, Phantom Lancer still alive and pushing the top. So Fnatic buying back Lone Druid, buying back Tiny. Tiny gonna go top and try to stop the push there, but the Rax is already down. Bottom Rax are going to be next if things keep going this way. Tiny gonna come in. It's a stun. No Tail's in big trouble, but Tiny might have to pay for this. And it looks like he is dead. With Tiny dead, no buyback. He just bought back, already used it. Fluff in trouble from Radiance again. That bear's just got to stay with him. Nope, the Lance from Phantom Lancer good enough. And there goes Bane as well. So again, those right clicks stopped by the Ghost Scepter, but a couple of nukes will do the job just as well. Alright, bottom Rax are down. The top ranged Rax is getting whacked on here. And it looks like they're going to swing mid and try to take these before going for it. So not going to go straight for it. Tiny's still down for another 50 seconds though. And so is Rubik, and so are Rubik and Bane. But there's the GG. There it is. So Fnatic 20-11 going to take this first game. It's not over yet. It is never over in Dota. They have one or two more games to play. Of course, if Fnatic wins, this will be over. They will advance to the grand final and will send Liquid to the consolation match. And if they lose, we will get to see Game 3. I hope for Game 3. It's so much more fun. We'll see though. And they're just playing at this point. Just playing around in the fountain. When multi-kills happen, of course, prizes get awarded to the viewers, so it's always more fun to see if you can get some multi-kills at the end of the game. Here's Era just dancing around in their fountain at this point. So anyway, Fnatic, the victor, gonna see that closeout screen, and then I will get ready for Game 2. Come and join me for the next one. And if you did enjoy this cast, please go ahead and hit the like button. I also love constructive feedback, criticism, or comments, or whatever you might be thinking. And if you would like to see more videos from me in the future, of course, go ahead and subscribe. I do this very often, so I always appreciate feeling like people would like to see some more from me. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next game.